What's up, RAD Potential YouTube followers? We are out here working on the bike jumps, not working on cars, taking a break because deal scap's over and we don't have a deadline for a while. So I do it in like a couple weeks, but that's just one I'm setting for myself. Anyways, looks totally different when it's green, don't it? So you've seen the jumps up to this far. If you haven't, go look back in the previous video. I can give you a quick rundown. We've got the big drop up there, the start deck, big tall double, hip jump to the right, hip jump to the left, forget the wall ride, it's coming down, and that's where we've left off. The middle line, roll down, little tabletop, couple rollers, some little berms, another little double, and then the upper line is just all rollers kind of trickling into this little skinny that's up there. So what the plan, you might ask, or what is the plan, you might ask? I want to build another trail that comes down around these trees down here, kind of like a big long sweeping left-hand berm, and then right in here this big, it's hard to see with all the green, but right through there is a big bowl, and I want to build this outer berm up so you come in and I'll build like, take the wall ride basically and build the wall ride into that hill, and you can just berm and kind of like a big wall ride up there, and then you come back out here. And I don't know how I'm going to tie it in. It might just be kind of like if you want to do a quick run, you can just come through here and go out, and put a little lip right here. And you can jump across the road, maybe land down into this. I don't know yet. Haven't quite decided, haven't quite planned it out. Eventually, right here is going to be the road gap. So there'll be a jump over down into this hill right here. So this will be where you'll land for the road gap, and you'll land, and we won't be able to ride it when it's super wet because the landing will be really nasty and muddy and stuff down in there. But it'll be cool to have it here. It'll be like the last big feature. So road gap, landing, and that'll be it. Maybe a berm down there. In the summertime when there's not a ton of rain, this generally dries up, but whenever we get rain, there's a lot of groundwater that moves kind of through here underneath the shop and out of the hill and everything, and bedrock's really shallow down here, so the bottom of that, there's probably only, up there it is bedrock at the front. You can just, the bedrock's right below my little gazebo deal. But down here I do not have to dig it with the tractor. But that'll be cool. So plans eventually. But I want to make this really cool berm right here. And then once we kind of get started cutting this in, then I'm going to start working on kind of the middle line, get a few more little jumps built up there, probably start using the tractor some and hauling dirt in, and just kind of push the lines down the hill. So I'm gonna get the old weed eater out and clear out this trail area right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting in my trail down here and start cutting in that berm. So it should be fun. Hopefully, shake cam, hopefully do some riding this evening too. It's a beautiful Tennessee evening out tonight, maybe 75-80 degrees. So recovered off my shoulder injury, ready to hit the middle line. No one else is here, so I'm not gonna hit the big jumps, but ready to hit the middle line, play around a little bit, do some riding. Here we go. All right, been cutting some trail. So this is gonna have to get cut in a little deeper, and I'm gonna have to build up a berm here. But this side of the trail will go like that. Get more angled. Whew. And you can see here where we're gonna cut this berm in right there. It'll switch. We'll have that big wall righty turn. So I'm thinking it's gonna have the berm line, and then also coming in straight, I want to build a jump right here. Hip jump into the next line. So that way you can still just kind of tie it in, or you can bail out. Either way. Whew. A lot of work doing it all by myself, by hand. Can't really get my tractor in here. So, back to it. What's up? It's getting darker, as you can see. We're cut just about to the corner. I'm gonna grab the bike, roll through it. We'll see how it rolls. I'm probably gonna need to make this berm a little bit steeper yet, because I have a feeling that we're gonna be cooking through here. So let's grab the bike real quick, see what it does. We're gonna have to revisit this another day because we run out of daylight. That's slick. What's up, guys? It's hot. I'm cranking on this berm over here. That used to be a pile of dirt, or well, natural dirt. This is all that dirt. It's kind of hard to tell from up here how much is built up, so I'll show you from down low. Alright, so we got about, the stakes will come back out probably, or I'll cut them. There's a bunch of sticks and stuff in there, but that's the berm, the start of it at least. We'll have to ride it here shortly, see if it needs to be bigger. It's really hard to tell how big it is. It's like maybe 1.5 feet on the outside. This camera doesn't do it much justice. Come around there, come around here into a nice kind of cut in berm. We'll probably have to cut this side back a little bit, and I want to build a jump right there. So eventually that'll happen, and I'll probably just have a little straight line, but I'm gonna cut a little more out of here, cut that back, then we're gonna ride it. See how it does. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do after this. Maybe another berm back to the left, a little slalom course through here or something, or a jump over the road. Woo! Stuff beats you up. So if you haven't noticed, the dirt here, there's about 5 inches of topsoil. You can see it right here. 5 inches of topsoil, loamy, silty, organics, nice, sandy, compacted clay. Which means that when you take the rhino and you jam it into it, it doesn't do nothing. But if you take the rhino and jam it into the topsoil, it pulls a good lick out. So, hard clay, soft topsoil. Easy to work with, hard to work with, easy to work with. As far as moving it, so back at it. Alright, time to go get the bike, see what this does. Who knows, it might be terrible. Gotta do it faster, man. Alright, well I think your ride's pretty good. See where the tracks are at. Not even quite to the top. You should be able to swap that one out pretty good when it's dry. New camera battery. Alright, rad potential homies, people of the interweb. That's how I normally start out my video, but need to figure out what happens next out here. So the hill gets substantially steeper that way. You see, a little bit flatter, a little more steep. And I've been like having a hard time trying. Oh look, a tortoise. Cute little guy. He can just stay right where he is. He's off the trail. So you saw I hit the skinny. It just ends. That's the baby line. Well, the baby line will go here, but the skinny is part of that line. So the top line's just rollers. I think I'm gonna just keep going this way and kind of make some tabletops. Just kind of progressively make the jumps bigger. As you get down there, they'll be pretty big, so people can kind of grow. If you saw in one of the last riding videos, Cam, when he came out here, rode the little line, then rode the medium line, then rode the big line, and just kind of grew through the day, which is the intent of this tracks, jump lines, whatever you want to call it. So the middle line is kind of a hodgepodge. It comes to right here. It's got a little baby table right here kind of thing with a drain hole through the middle. And I think I'm just going to start making maybe a little smaller, like hip to the left to get you back up the hill more, and then maybe a hip to the right over the top of the hill, and then start doing straight jumps, some roller jumps that can be doubled. The big line, I don't know what I'm going to do after this. I think this is a big hip to the left. It's probably 10 foot, 8 foot. It works. Obviously it could be sculpted up a little bit better, landing could be made a little better, but I need to figure out what comes after it. So I kind of need to like start building up some more speed through here. So maybe this jump will get shortened up, where this will get a couple rollers in it, and then another big jump, and then as it goes that way, the jumps are going to be huge. Just kidding, not that big. Probably I'd like the biggest one to be maybe 25 foot, just like a, I would call it like a free ride double. It won't be a dirt jump double, so it won't be steep. It'll just be really far and flow. You can see right there is the perfect path to bring the big line around, cut it, and just start big jumps going that way. And then eventually, once I kind of see how my ravine handles the summertime, I will build a road gap right here, because that would just be epic. So what are your thoughts? Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Should we do more skinnies? I do like those. Super fun. And that one's sketchy because it turns. Should the little line get bigger faster and make the middle line big, and then make the big line even bigger yet? And what should I do with the wall ride? I think I may use it as like a half pipe or something down there, so you can go up, turn around, and come back this way. But who knows? So with that, that's going to be the end of the video. Thanks for tuning in. Keep an eye on the jumps. Keeping out what we're doing on the RAD Ranch. Or keeping up with what we're doing at the RAD Ranch out here. Hopefully you like what you are... Man, that thing is out of focus. Hopefully that thing was focused on me. Hopefully you like what you're seeing. The jumps are going to get bigger. Stuff's going to get more sketchy. The hardest part is I live by myself. And I made all of that in like 2 days. Or 3 days, and I can't really do anything stupid on a bike while I'm here by myself, because it's hard to drive a stick shift with a broken leg. So with that, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Keep it rad.